Hello and welcome to this unboxing video. We're going to be seeing some Apple hardware being unboxed here. This is one of my little side hobbies that I like to do in all my abundant spare time, which is not as much as I'd like anymore, but I decided to source out some Apple IIgs hardware to try and build some systems, restore them. I ended up keeping one of these full systems for myself, and I sold off the other two that I ended up getting. All right, now here is another box that contains the keyboard and mouse, and these are all compatible with the 2GS. However, they're not necessarily the native devices that came with the 2GS if you were to purchase this brand new back in the day. So this particular box was wrapped okay. There was a little bit of cellophane that actually took longer to get through than the box itself, but you can see that the keyboard arrived in pretty good shape. No damage to this keyboard. The coloration is good. There's not a lot of yellow, which you would expect from a keyboard this old. So it's actually looks like it's not been exposed to very much sunlight over its lifetime. Now here are the 2GS ROM version 3 computers. This is probably the scariest shipping procedure I've ever seen in my life. Essentially, they stacked two of these on top of each other, wrapped some bubble wrap around them, and then stuck a few pieces of broken styrofoam around them. And that was their high quality shipping job. So surprisingly enough, these computers survived without a scratch. They were very clean and damage free, surprisingly. I wouldn't suggest this way of shipping, but as luck would have it, they survived. There were a few labels and stickers. There were also a few missing doors in the back for the cable holes, but the casing themselves were fine and they cleaned up very well. Here's the computer on the bottom, and I was expecting this thing to have a little damage, and it just didn't have any damage at all. It's pretty surprising. Again, more labeling, but the coloration is really good. There's no yellowing to be found on either one of these units. And these are the ROM version 3, which are the kind of the hardest to find and most sought after because it's the newest ROM version. Here is a 5¼ inch floppy drive, and this one again, the same situation. The coloring's pretty good on this. It does have some etching, which you'll find a lot of. Many of the school districts would etch their school district name into the devices. There they are. Got some various pieces back in there.
Look at that. We have these kind of... Oh, I've always wanted these.
Yeah, some drive 2s.
Oh my god.
So, got to unpack all this, but got a bunch of 2GS's. Got some monitors.
Come here.
Got some 2Es. And Pro Drive. And
Monitors.
other assorted hardware.
Look at this. My first